Mrs. Ottinger is a principal who rocks. And I'll tell you a couple of reasons that I think she rocks as a principal. First of all, she is a courageous leader. Look at the change at Highland Elementary School in the last 2 years that the staff, the students, the parents, and Mrs. Ottinger have led together. And Highland Elementary School rocks, and we are so proud of Highland and Mrs. Ottinger's leadership. I'll tell you another reason. She's a principal with a heart. I was up there one morning, was standing outside as the bus pulled up, and every child who stepped off the bus, she called by name and gave them a hug. But most of the time, the children went to her to give her the hug first. One little girl even got off the bus with a flower for Mrs. Ottinger. It was a perfect moment to me of a school leader with a heart for her kids, and they knew it.
I agree. Mrs. Ottinger rocks. I so appreciate her passion for her work, but most of all, I appreciate the love she has for her children. I'm so honored to call her my colleague and my friend.
Okay, I agree that Mrs. Ottinger rocks, and so do the teachers and students at Highland Elementary. Miss Ottinger has such a heart for her students, and she communicates this in so many ways. She loves her students, and she makes that clear in everything she says and does. But I had the unique opportunity to be with Mrs. Ottinger at her leadership retreat this fall, and got to see not only her heart for her students, but her high expectations for their learning, and how she communicates this to her staff constantly through her leadership ability. So her caring and leadership are just some of the reasons that Mrs. Ottinger rocks and is a wonderful principal at Highland Elementary.
Mrs. Ottinger rocks.
I think Miss Ottinger rocks because she supports all kinds of education.
Miss Ottinger makes me feel like I matter.
Miss Ottinger makes me feel safe.
Mrs. Ottinger lets us go on a whole lot of field trips.
And Miss Ottinger sometimes gives us candy!
Yeah! Candy!
Miss Bunch needs some candy.
Mrs. Ottinger, it rocks because she is a very lovely person. You are the best principal because you are a lovable person.
Miss Ottinger is the best teacher.
Miss Ottinger, you rock because you are the nicest person.
Miss Ottinger rocks because her loves me.
Miss Ottinger rocks because she, if we be good, she gives 5 days off. Miss Ottinger rocks because she's kind.
Mrs. Ottinger, you rock because you always put us first. Mrs. Ottinger believes in us and always wants us to do our best. Mrs. Ottinger rocks!
Miss Ottinger rocks because she loves us. Miss Ottinger is the best principal ever.
She loves us.
She rocks!
Miss Ottinger tries to make school fun.
She keeps us in control. She helps us through our problems.
She helps us work out the problems.
She's nice enough to be our principal.
She cares for us.
She teaches us right from wrong.
She supports us in every way.
She makes every kid feel special.
She stops the bullying.
These are just a few reasons why.
Miss Ottinger rocks!
K.
You are nice, Miss Ottinger.
You're the best.
You rock, Miss Ottinger!
Hey, Miss Ottinger, you rock. Thanks for helping us learn.
I think Mrs. Ottinger rocks because she treats us like professionals.
Miss Ottinger, you rock!
We love you.
My principal, Mrs. Ottinger at Highland, rocks because not only does she treat us like professionals, she treats us like we're humans too. She's one of the most compassionate and understanding bosses that you could ever ask for. If you happen to be sick or not feeling well, or you're nervous about something, she's willing to take the time to talk to you about it or even let you go home if you need to. I remember my first year of teaching, I was really sick and I got up very late one morning for work and just kind of didn't show up. And instead of being upset with me, she was genuinely concerned that something bad had happened to me. So that was a nice experience to have in that way. So Miss Ottinger, thank you for being Highland's principal. You rock.
I think our principal, Mrs. Ottinger, really rocks. She doesn't allow us to become sedimentary. She challenges us to keep on learning. She helps us to metamorphosize each child so that they can find their leadership ability and true potential. She also ignites a passion for learning in all of us, students and staff alike. So, Mrs. Ottinger, thank you for your support. Rock on.
Mrs. Brenda Ottinger, you rock because you accepted and encouraged me as a volunteer when I'm a grandmother. And that means just everything to me. But what I have learned is a thing I heard a long time ago about the true meaning of a hero. And that is that it's not necessarily courageous and true, but it's being consistent every day in what you believe. And that's why you rock.